So KTM, my KTM RC390, this is my upgrade, this is my step up. What do I think of it? Now as a first bike, I sure as hell wouldn't recommend it. I sure as hell would not recommend it. It's not a good bike to get. If you're trying to learn how to use motorbikes, hell, yeah, it's not good, guys. The throttle is so touchy, you know, you sneeze and it has a panic attack, so it's not good to get really into. I can't give you a massive comparison because I jumped straight into that bike. You know, I didn't have a bike before. I never test rode a bike. I literally bought it online and then went and got it. That's how I got into biking. I watched Snowcat, liked the look of it, got into biking, man. That's my story. The KTM RC390 and 125. The 125 is a great bike. I really like it. Single cylinder bikes, yeah, they may have a lot of torque and probably are a lot of fun off road, but for long journeys and commuting, they're not cool, man. They're not cool. The RC stands for race competition, and that's what it wants to. It wants to race. Obviously, not the 125 because I mean it's a 125, but the 390, it just likes to go fast. And the problem with the 390 is it's got the same fan and cooling system as the 125. So you imagine an engine that's almost double the torque and horsepower as the last one. Thank you. Cheers, bud. No worries, man. Miles away there, dude, don't you? Yeah, an engine that's pretty much double the previous one has to put up with a fan that's designed for a smaller bike. It is ridiculous. So KTMs are prone to overheating problems and piston head seizures. I had a guy who used to race them in Moto3 drop me a message once and just tell me about all the common problems with the bikes, because obviously when you race them you get to know the bike in and out as thorough as possible. And he was really helpful, told me a lot of stuff, and I will try and find that message for you guys to let you know. But if I was a beginner biker and I was getting into it, and I was interested in getting into biking, I wouldn't pick KTM. It's a bit too exotic, it's a bit too lively and out there. I would have gone for a Yamaha, or you know, something with 2 cylinders that is going to make you feel confident when you ride. It's going to be a lot easier and forgiving on you, and not the KTM. It's just not a beginner-friendly bike. Just as a first bike, you don't bother getting something that's, you know, really good looking. That's what I did. I love the look of the KTM, and I paid $3,600 for a 125, brand new from the dealers. And that was the one that was stolen 2 months later. So that shot my insurance up. There was no point in doing that. I should have just got a crappy second-hand first bike and would have been a lot happier. Again, we live and learn. I wouldn't recommend anyone buy a new bike for a first bike. You need to learn on something old. You need to feel and get used to bikes. You know, all these cabbies that do the knowledge, they ride around on little 125s or 50cc scooters to nip around town, and that's really what you need. You don't need a bigger bike. You don't need a flashy bike. Until you do your tests and you get your big license, that's when you want to start investing your big bucks. There's no point dumping a load of money that you saved up into something that you're going to get rid of, because it's going to depreciate and it's going to be someone else's bargain, not yours. Leaves in the road. Not enjoying leaves. There we go. Get away from that wide line. have shut that. You probably heard a load of whistling. Exactly. This is what you need to learn. You don't need a Gucci looking bike to learn with, you know. You need a learner bike. It's not going to matter if you drop it. And the KTM clearly was, you know, that thing was a looker, not a learner. I definitely learned how to ride better with single cylinder bikes, but it would have been easier if I'd had a different bike to learn on, you know. Into biking, do it. It's great fun, and I mean, it beats sticking around in a car in traffic. Okay, yeah, you're a bit naffed when it rains, but I don't ride in the rain. I'm not an all-round biker. A lot of you might hate me for that, but I ride when the weather's good, man. I don't want to be riding in the rain and upping my chances of coming off the bike. And plus I don't really need to. I'm 15 minutes away from my work by train, so what's the point in using the bike? Sitting in traffic and screwing around all that time when I could be on the train, put a podcast on and I'll be at work, you know? There's no point bugging around on the bike, so that's my excuse anyway. But what bikes would you guys get as a first beginner bike? What do you think is best, and what have you learned on? What's been your virginity taking motorbike? Mine was the KTM RC390. Loved it. I see high vis. I don't. That's old Bill. Oh, he's radioing. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I bet he's getting drivers on the phone. There's gonna be police here. I knew it. I knew it. Please don't get me. I didn't do nothing. Hi, how you doing? Totally ignored me. Hey, how you doing? Ignored me too. I'm glad they're ignoring me and not paying attention to me. That's good. See, why doesn't that guy take his fluorescent jacket off in the bus stop, and then no one's gonna fucking notice him? He could have caught me around here speeding my arse off, but because I saw the high vis in the bus stop, I slowed down. It just makes no sense. So let's go undercover with the high vis on. It's not like I can't see you through the glass. Hey, whatever. So yeah, what bikes would you recommend? I think it's good to have variation. I think the best thing to do is test ride as many bikes as you can, find out what suits you and what feels the best with you. That's the most important thing about all this. Go on, mate. He was good on his brakes there, that's for sure. So that's my recommendation. I don't know what you guys think. If you want to let me know, drop a comment down below. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a dislike if you didn't. All the best, guys. Ride safe. I've been legit. You've been awesome. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.